Well, hey, all my Connection Group heroes, thank you so much for taking the time to open up this video. I know that you're probably zoomed out, videoed out, but thank you for just taking a little bit of your time to allow me to share my heart with you. First of all, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart how much I love you and how grateful I am for your willingness to just show up over the past 2 months. I would be lying if I said it's been easy for us as a pastoral staff, as a mom, and as a wife. It's probably been some of the most difficult days I've experienced in ministry, and I'm certain that you probably have some hard stories as well. But I'm telling you, we could not have gotten through what we have gotten through over the past 2 months without you. As Justin and I and our staff have been building this online campus and trying to figure out what is next for our church, you guys have been our heroes in showing up and caring for the souls of the people of our church. So way to go. Thank you for being creative. Thank you for just leaning in and leading up regardless of what we were doing. You guys have really reminded me of why we started Hope City Church. And we have always been passionate about the Sunday morning experience, but what we've always wanted is to not only have people find hope and follow after God, but to fall in love with community. Because community is where we find hope, where we find encouragement, where we find reminders that this too shall pass. And you guys have been incredible. I know for me personally, I've been so thankful for our connection groups. Justin and I lead our 20-something group, and then we're also a part of a group where we just show up, we do not lead. And our leaders, Kelly and Wes Coker, they've been incredible. They've created game nights virtually that have gotten out of control, and we literally laughed until our bellies hurt. There's been times where we showed up and we thought we were gonna do, some study, ask some questions, and one of us ends up confessing something really hard and just sobbing our eyes out. So maybe you have those shared experience, but I just want to say thank you and way to go. With that in mind, I think that you would probably agree with me that I'm ready to feel like we are back together as a church. And how we feel that is when we have a shared experience. I think some of my most fondest memories come from Christmas and Easter, where many of our church they invite friends or family that end up having a relationship with Jesus for the first time. And so with that, I've been praying, Lord, how can we have a shared experience as a church? And so what I would love to challenge you in the days ahead is 2 things. One is I would love to do a Bible study all across the board, every single connection group doing a Bible study together. And that study is called If. It's by a pastor named Mark Batterson. And in this study, it's just about what if. What if God could use us? What if God wants to do something new in us? And what I love about this study is that it's on Right Now Media, which many of you are using. The videos are already created, the discussion questions are created. Really, it literally is a plug and play. And what we hope to achieve with this is to feel like we're all collectively a part of something. All through this study, every weekend, Justin and I are going to be doing a message on if, just all of it connecting together. And so that's the first part of it. The second part of it is, y'all, we have had hundreds, if not thousands, of new people come to Hope City, and they've been staying, and they've been watching, and they've been listening. And you all know, because you are connection group leaders, how passionate we are as a church of turning the virtual our virtual rows into virtual circles. And how we do that is through our connection groups. So I'm gonna ask you this question. Does your group have capacity to add to your connection group for 4 weeks? And what we wanna do is we do want to give a start date and an end date for people who are brand new and are not a part of a connection group to say, you know what, I think I'll try it for 4 weeks. And after that 4 weeks, we're hoping that that person can either be a part of the next connection group that we start, or maybe they stay in yours. We have several, if not maybe hundreds of people that don't even live in our vicinity, but they are still coming and still desiring to be connected. And so if you have room in your group, I want to encourage you to open up your group. Now listen, if you don't, do not freak out on me. I know our group, we don't have space in either one of our groups. Our 20-something group is like a mini church. We are large. In our connection group, that we're a part of that we don't lead, we have 1 million children. And y'all, I don't even know how we get through it. We meet at like 8:30 at night, so most of our kids are in bed, but you never know who's gonna come in. So if you have a connection group that is full, that's okay. Maybe for you, you feel like God has put a burden on your heart to lead a group. Would you be willing to maybe step out of your connection group just for 4 weeks to lead a brand new group? If you are interested in that, I want to encourage you to connect with Cheryl. All of the information that you will need will be below in this email, and Cheryl will be your point person for all the things. But I just wanted to take time for you to hear from me. I will get emotional if I really think about it. Just truly how thankful I am for you all. You guys have loved and pastored so well, and you should be so proud of yourselves for being the church. And I believe that God is using this time to do a work in all of us. And so I love you. I thank you. Keep up the good work. And I'm excited to hear your stories one day at a coffee shop when we get to be together.